I know what you're thinking, punk. Question is, can I get Wolverine before he turns me into shish kebab with those claws? You gotta ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Chill.
Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behavior, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, let's talk toys. Let's talk about retro Marvel Legends blue and yellow Wolverine. Oh, come in.
Heyo!
Hey!
David's in the house. David's in the house.
Hey, big guy.
So, what you working on?
I'm doing the retro Wolverine review, the blue and yellow.
Ah, nice. Hey, don't forget, he's got two heads, alright?
Yeah, of course he's got two heads. Duh.
Yeah, I know, it's just sometimes you forget.
I'm not gonna forget. What are you talking about?
Alright, okay. Just don't make me come in there and edit myself in later, alright?
Obviously not. You do know I'm a professional.
Alright, I know you got this.
Yeah, you know I got this.
Who's the best YouTuber in the world?
I'm the best YouTuber in the world.
Yeah, you are. Isn't he, Piggy? Mwah. Alright, keep on keeping on.
You know I will.
And don't forget, two different heads.
I'm not gonna forget!
Alright, what's your problem?
Jerk off, a-hole. Let's talk toys. Let's talk about...
I'll see you later in the review.
Marvel Legends blue and yellow Wolverine. This is a figure that's actually, you know what? He ain't bad. He ain't great, but he ain't bad. I thought this was going to be such a cheap, easy wave filler. And you know what? It kind of is a cheap, easy wave filler. But for what they've done or what they had to work with, he's okay. So I'm actually going into this review thinking like, you know what? This could have been worse. So they're doing the whole line, as well we know, of the yellow and blue training costumes. Uncanny X-Men 275. That's always going to be lodged in my brain now as the blue and yellow issue. And I know that obviously the costume spilled out throughout other issues as well, but that's what's always associated with it. And yeah, this is Wolverine because, of course, you gotta have Wolverine to complete that set. But he is pretty basic. But they could have gone cheaper, and it sounds bad that I'm congratulating Hasbro for not going as cheap as possible, but sometimes you gotta find the positives where you can do. And this Wolverine body, brand new, pinless Wolverine body. Lovely, lovely stuff. That's great, because I was totally expecting, when I was doing the unboxing on the live stream, I was looking at it like, is this an old Wolverine body? Is it a new one? I can't tell. And then don't worry, plenty of people in the comments were like, Dave, if you just took 2 seconds to look at it, you would see he's pinless. Thanks. So yeah, pinless. This is, I guess, probably Wolverine going forward now for the next few years. This is what we can probably expect. But there's things that make this unique to this figure. Mainly, look at those lovely straps there. They ain't going nowhere, daddy-o. Just like animated Cyclops, they actually sculpted the straps into the thighs. So good. I mean, it should... Again, I'm congratulating you for small things, but we gotta take the victories where we can do. Am I right or am I right? Of course I'm right. You watching my channel? Guarantee I'm right. It's the only place I'm right. Then going up the rest of the body, you've got the standard ab crunch, waist swivel. It's still the ugly disc waist swivel, but at least he's got the belt that kind of breaks it up. The belt is a separate piece, so it kind of floats around there. So if you do want to have him twisting, at least the belt kind of hides the disc. It's not so bad. And then, of course, the arms got the nice butterfly joints. Look at me sounding like a proper action figure reviewer. Oh, with the butterfly joints and the blah, blah, blah. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. I don't. So, really, the creme de la creme of this figure, I guess, is the head. I don't know, I used the phrase creme de la creme like 2 episodes ago, and obviously it stuck in my brain because this doesn't warrant creme de la creme. This is like the different thing, I guess, about this figure is the face sculpt. Good, solid Wolverine face sculpt. Not much more I can say about it than that. You get what you pay for. You want a snarling Wolverine? You got one. I do like with the new paint techniques, it means we don't just have like just white teeth. We've actually got a bit of gum going on there as well. We got some gums and lips. Maybe those are just lips and not gums. Regardless, it gives depth. It gives depth and life to the figure. Then with the lovely dot work on the eyes feel alive. And sorry, I was about to start singing Alive by POD, and then I thought, no, Dave, we sing too much on this show already. I feel so alive. So, couldn't help myself. For the very first time, I can't deny you. I feel so alive. Every time I hear that, I just think of The Rock video from WWE 2002. Why am I telling you this? Wolverine! Bottom line, he's okay, but that's all it is. There's no extra sculpting on the torso of the body, and the claws are still crap. I straightened them out especially just for this review, because he came out, they were all skew-whiff, and as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say, oh, cattywampus. So yeah, he had his cattywampus claws all over the place just like that. I was like, you dumb son of a bitch, look at you with your claws all over the place. So yeah, we had to straighten out the claws, which is silly, because the Heat Claws Wolverine has some great, really nice claws. Just use those, guys. You don't have to go back to these old ones. They ain't too good. It's crazy. I made like a decision set in stone. I'm only going to have one version of each character, like the quintessential version. I still have 4 Wolverines. How does that happen? Problem is, a lot of Marvel Legends want, like, new ones, they don't really hold their value very much. Like, the Heat Claws Wolverine, yeah, I could sell him, but I'll probably get like a tenner for him. Then after spending $5 on postage, like, I might as well keep him, you know? So one thing that really sets this guy apart is the fact that he has 2 head sculpts, 1 neutral, 1 fighting, and that is what I really want. That should be standard. That's so great, because there's always the debate between collectors. Do you want the neutral face, or do you want the rah face? And me, I'm always gonna want the most animated, interesting, battle-ready face, but not everyone does. A lot of people like their sort of stoic, high school yearbook picture type display, and that's cool. And here, you can do it. So Hasbro, yes, more like this. 2 different heads, 1 for battle, 1 for just chilling out. That's great. And the sculpting and the paintwork on this chilled out face, I like it. This is the most relaxed kind of Wolverine face, and maybe a little bit too relaxed. He does look a little bit sleepy, but that's okay. I just really like what they've done. The work with the eyes, everything around there, it's so intricate. It's really good. The only problem is that it puts other faces to shame when they don't put the same amount of effort in. So yeah, this I think works great. Love the hair sculpt. The lips are still a little bit lipsticky, haven't quite got that refined perfectly, but dude, the rest of this, the hair just flicking over his forehead as well. Really great, solid Wolverine head sculpt. I dig this. I like it a lot. So, as a final grade, I'm going to give this Wolverine a 6 out of 10. That is a really solid score, because quite frankly, he is what I would consider the good side of average Marvel Legends. He's got everything you need to tick each box to say, yep, this is a solid Marvel Legend, and then with the nice face sculpts, that tips him just above average to being a really good figure. So with these extras, that actually makes this kind of like the perfect, average, quintessential Marvel action figure. Why? Because he's got a new body with a little bit of unique sculpting just for him. He has 2 heads and an extra pair of hands. That is like the tick box of exactly what I think a standard Marvel Legend should have. 2 different heads, different hands, and a little bit of unique sculpting. Boom. That's really perfect. So what I would have initially seen as a very average kind of figure, actually, I really like. I'm going to put him slightly above average, because this is what it should be. Well done, Hasbro. I'm kind of digging this. And that does it for my review of Wolverine. Guys, what do you think about this figure? Comment below. Let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 Clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Gang, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.